don't. Let me stop doing that, bro. I like reenacting that scene a little too much. I might be deranged a little bit. But anyway, I like to start these videos off with thanking y'all because y'all are the ones who make this dream a reality. I want to thank each and every one of you who've been interacting with the content, engaging with the content, whether like, comment, or subscribe it. Woo, subscribe it. Hate, love it, doesn't matter. I just want to say I thank each and every one of y'all. It takes y'all just as much as it takes me. And I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart and salute to y'all. Round of applause for y'all. At over 2,000 subscribers, we building this community. We building something dope. We building something together. I'm fucking with it. We doing our thing. 2,000 subscribers. Round of applause to y'all. Shoot, straight into the madness. TikTok streetwear brands are crashing out. Now, I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I've been wanting to do this video. I'm not gonna lie, for a little while now. As someone who has literally firsthand witnessed the change in streetwear and clothing arts, this is a video that discusses exactly why I basically fell out of love with distributing clothing arts. Yes, for those who don't know, I was known as an Instagram fashion nigga. Whoop-de-doo. That was me. I made music, I designed clothes, I ran a website, all the stuff that you do when you do that. For me, it was less about chasing trends and more about people telling me, hey, you have a very unique style of your own. You always been into designing and creative arts. Why not take it into clothing and just sell your designs? You know, sell your reworks, sell your tailored pieces, sell your rework pieces, etc., etc., etc. And I started to do that, which eventually, of course, led to me reworking pieces. In elementary school is when I started reworking and tailoring pieces, was just to upcycle, make one piece into something else, etc., etc., etc. But you don't actually create the base piece itself. And that turned into me actually learning to create base pieces and, do stitch work, do handcrafting, and, actually create pieces. So where for me, tailoring and designing, my first ever tailored shirt was a Pink Floyd When Pigs Fly shirt. The second piece was, this is crazy. I used to take the snapbacks out of snapbacks. I would take the snaps out. There's some quick lore. Used to take the snaps out, and I would literally take different belts. I swear to God, bro. This shit, thinking back, I did not realize how low-key, wow of an idea this was. It's because I couldn't afford strapbacks. Like everybody, let me show y'all. There was an era where these was the best hats ever. My bad, I spelled that so wrong. Anybody who know about Tisa snapbacks, Tisa was the whole, if you were into snapback culture, Tisa was the holy grail. Give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Don't let nobody lie to you. Mitchell and Ness had the best quality of just any snapback like that. A snapback you can go into the store and get. Mitchell and Ness had the best quality hands down. But Tisa was like GOAT status, because I think they were running retail. I think they were like $100, close to $100 retail. Last Kings too. You gotta remember. I remember this era, bro, because I really am into creative arts. This is why I wanted to get into this video, because it's something a little more personal to me. Last King snapbacks. But anyway, it was these strapbacks that start coming out. I'm gonna show y'all. It's these strapbacks that start coming out. Last King, they would do that cheetah print, and they would put it on the strap in the back. Why are they not showing the back of that? You see, if y'all can see it right there, it's a strap. I used to take that strap part, and I would just put any belt that go hard with it. Like I will put any belt. Here go another hat. You see these hats right here, bro? They used to run a buck, bro. Oh my God, it's taking me back thinking about it, bro. I hope this is touching somebody around my age range that forgot about this era. This era was dope as fuck, bro. This was like early Instagram coming into like peak Vine. Early Instagram, peak Vine. If that makes sense. I don't know if that even aligns. But anyway, yeah, I couldn't afford the strapbacks. And I had a bunch of snapbacks just from, outlet stores. My papa, who was from Philly, who lives in Philly, because a lot of my family is from Philadelphia. He sent me some hats. So I started making hats and clothes. It started like that in the fourth grade, actually. The fifth grade. Fourth or fifth. I get it confused. I just know it was one of my last years in elementary school. But anyway, let's get back to the video. That's just some quick lore. I'll pull up some of my Instagram photos. I don't want y'all to think I'm just talking on my ass for whatever reason. We'll pull up some IG shit. Hold up. Let me pull this shit up. Just want to see that. Like, I want y'all to see my style. Like, I don't want y'all to think I'm just a nigga talking on my ass. I'm not saying, look, I am not saying I'm the flyest in the world by no means. I am not one of those people. Creative art, clothing arts, and all creative arts are subjective. I think we are all masters of our own styles more so than perpetrators of like some style we're trying to imitate. But that is what happened. Like, that is what we're going to get into in this video, how there became a template within streetwear creative brands to where if you can follow this template, you have something fire. Maybe not unique, maybe not personalized, maybe not connected to a ground basis, but it's fire. There became a template for fire in around 2017 to 18 heavy distressed denim era. If you everybody remember the heavy distressed denim era. But yeah, this is my Instagram. We're gonna run through it real quick, then get to the ground. I ain't gonna click on none of the videos because I'm not logged in. Don't ask, I forgot my shit. But yeah, this is just a bit of taste of my style. This is not my original Instagram. Obviously, I have way more followers than this. I was a bit more of a fashion influencer, creative, underground music artist. I already went through my SoundCloud up here, not to brag, hundreds of thousands of plays. You know, I was bubbling in the underground in early Slay World chats. I've been in chats with Destroy Lonely. I've talked to certain producers in the underground that people know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I've been through the underground mill. You see what I'm saying? See, I like, if honestly these fits are a lot more tame than what I used to go with, but I actually like how my style has matured a lot. Like a lot of people say my style has matured very gracefully and in a dope way, you know. But yeah, that's just my Instagram. We're gonna hop straight into the video. Streetwear brands are crashing out. Oh shit, wrong screen, my bad. Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do. My bad. Hold, let me pause this so we get straight into it. You ain't gotta watch all this. All right, we back. But yeah, that's just some quick lore. We gonna unleash the lore as time goes on. If I'm being honest, there's a lot of lore behind my like just life, my social life in general. I'm talking about like story times. I put money on it. Niggas is going to call cap that didn't happen. If I tell you certain story times, like niggas won't believe that me was in that situation. They just wouldn't believe it. I've dealt with many different crowds, been around many different people in my life. I have respect for all journeys and just wanted to lay that foundation before we get into this video, because not everybody is into clothing art. So like, even just that, like, you can just tell by my style, like I carry myself a certain way. These chains, you can't buy these chains like this. Like, I went in, I didn't create the pendants, but I found all the individual links, put that together. This was a cheap little waist chain that I turned into a chain. Obviously, I added the pin. Like, shit, I've just always been into the creative arts, so that's why we're gonna hop straight into the video. Whoopity wop wop, shop yapping, shut the fuck up and get straight into it, please.
Last one. What happened to making your own designs? What happened to taking concepts and making your own ideas out of them? What happened to taking inspiration and not the entire design? Making clothes is not supposed to be a get rich easy type thing. I truly miss when people used to actually care about the shit they sold. Now they just want money.
You ever scroll through TikTok and feel like you've seen the same streetwear brand 100 times already? The same low quality hoodie, the same gothic.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched a lot of this video, but I wanted to watch it again with y'all. There is something that he pointed out in this video that, like, it blew my mind because I knew I was not tripping, bro. There is a certain literal template that y'all are gonna peep, and please tell me I'm not tripping when we go through this shit together. Please tell me I'm not tripping. This shit is devoid of soul. Where the soul? Soul. Let's get into it.
Font, some sort of spiritual symbol with angel wings on it or depictions of war, and some sob story about feeling misunderstood. And then the same brand promises a limited edition drop with months of work put into the process, when the product is just a t-shirt with a generic graphic. There are too many scammers, too many fake business gurus, and streetwear brands feel like a pyramid scheme where I guarantee you know someone in real life who has their own brand now.
Yo!
Bro, what are you doing here?
Bro, I just created my new brand.
And I just want to say, for my age range, when I started my clothing designs and started actually distributing them, there wasn't many people doing it. Like I said, I started my clothing designing in elementary school, so obviously it was still taboo then. Men was looked at as gay if they were fashion designers. Point blank. Period. As a black male, if you wanted to be a fashion designer in elementary school, niggas thought you was a weirdo. Point blank. Fucking period. But obviously, the social diaspora expanded its limitations of what's acceptable and not. So obviously that changed, but yeah, it was definitely tough. And I feel like that's also what made me step away from it, seeing how kind of easy it is and how devoid of true connectivity is within the streetwear brands today, to where it feels like you're getting something that looks cool, but it's soulless.
And after my first one failed. Bro, check out my new zip ups dropping in 3 to 12 months.
Dude, I don't want those. Those look like shit.
Bro, I'm so broke. I'm going to use your money as a credit line to buy the new product.
Is that even made out of cotton?
Yeah, it's actually made out of 2% cotton and 200% polyester.
And
Dude,
it's
the quality
200%
is so
polyester.
awesome.
Bro, how do you even sell those?
I honestly just sell to friends and family.
You
Let me get this real quick. It's hot. I gotta get this fan.
Check out my new zip ups on undividedattention.com dropping soon.
Fuck all that.
Get the hell out of here. Everyone now has a streetwear brand. These brands are popping up out of teenagers' bedrooms with Canva accounts, empty Shopify pages, 100 followers on their Instagram account, and zero feedback from real customers. They all look alike.
Is it me? I hate that style, bro. It just give like trend galore. Like, I want every trend possible on every piece of my, like, trend me out. Like, bro, that style to me is like, brother, please get some form of individuality of your own. That's not bought individuality. Trying to look extremely individual is no longer individual. Like, individuality, there's like a consumer market around it now. Like, people are trying to sell you on that.
100 followers on their Instagram account, and zero feedback from real customers. They all look alike, sound alike, tell the same story. They like to push these dreams of selling a luxury lifestyle to their audience.
Look, Pete, I want y'all to, we about to notice something together. Look at this TikTok specific clothing brand video aesthetic. Hold on, y'all. Look at this aesthetic.
Tell the same story. They like to push.
All right, he flexing the got chromes and chromey static, chromey. He got his orders.
These dreams of selling a luxury
pop-ups of the sales. He's gonna show. Pay attention to this specifically. The orders, the sales screen slide, and the global shit.
Style to their audience instead of craft and quality.
You gonna notice a lot of penthouse window cribs, a lot of window apartments. That's all you can buy when you become a streetwear nigga. You got to get one of those custom rugs and a window. Watch, bro. I'm telling you, we gonna peep this together. Just peep that
It's
whole
hilarious
alignment.
to see. There is no originality anymore, and it's just greed marketed as a brand. This is all a combination of fake scarcity, flex marketing, oversaturation, and people starting courses on how to start a streetwear brand. This is why most of this will be forgettable. And finally, all of these streetwear brand owners who have scammed their fans over multiple years are being named and called out as they should be. Okay, why am I still wearing this? One thing that I don't get here talked about enough is why
I like the long sleeve way better than that hoodie. That long sleeve is actually really dope.
everyone has a brand now. All over TikTok, there are the start your own brand videos. 15 to 17-year-olds announcing their brand is
Look, notice that it's going to be a theme where they're going to flex their orders. They're going to flex their orders that they have not shipped yet. They're going to show you what it looks like, the aesthetic of the lifestyle to be a brand owner. And then they're going to show you some expensive assets that they have. That is the complete actual template to be a streetwear owner. Show that you have people buying your clothes supposedly by showing your unsent packages. Flex some sort of expensive asset like a chrome watch or some fucking Amiri jeans, some purple, some fucking Rick on some shit. And then Show that you got a penthouse apartment. I swear to God, that's it. I swear to God, y'all gonna. I don't have to say nothing else.
Launching
Just pay
with months
attention.
of work, shared mock-ups, calling themselves designers, showing off their cheap hoodies and
Don't forget this one to show other people in your clothes. Yeah, I got niggas modeling my shit. My homie, my brother, my sister, my cousin.
labeling them as high quality. In reality, all of their Indian and Chinese manufacturers are doing the heavy lifting that they found on Alibaba. Then you click on the link to their website, and it's just some blank hoodie from Printful with a gothic font, some sort of AI art, or even a horrible graphic design done on Photoshop, or sometimes you'll even find graphics that are stolen from somebody
Ew.
else. These brand owners push this narrative that they're different, their stuff is high quality, but there's zero design process. Over and over, we see the identical aesthetics, but what's really happening is everyone is just chasing whatever's trending on TikTok this week or month. And there's just no
Hey, what
unique
I said,
voice
bro.
in any of these
Trend
brands.
topic.
Zero creativity
Trend
and just
hopping.
copy and paste brands that are flooding the algorithm. I feel like these people are just stuck in an echo chamber because they just see the same designs and same pieces of clothes over and over, so they think that's what's working. But the thing is, with such an oversaturated market like streetwear brands, you're really just blending into the crowd and looking like everyone else. These people are not designers. Just because they pay $8 a month for
My bad. Just
Canva
wanted to hit the
Pro or
clip real quick. I
Photoshop
did the
doesn't mean
clip.
that they're actually
Don't judge
good
me
at what
now.
they do.
I
And whenever
smoke a
they
little
say
tree, not
designs
much.
took months, it really means that they opened up a
Come on now. That design took months, nigga. That Google graffiti, man. Search up artsy graffiti, man. Wallpaper background. You gonna get that, my nigga. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop
mock-up
it.
tool,
Stop
picked stock fonts,
it.
images, added some sort
That's lions. Come on, bro. We've been seeing lions since pictures in the auntie crib. Stop it. That ain't designs that took months that you had to hand draw it and find a way to get it digitally printed and then find a way to get it digitally scaled to make sure it actually has the right fit and alignment that angles perfectly geometrically with the piece so that it can stack right so that when you wear it this way, you can still see the full print. See, there's a whole psychology that goes behind the art of clothing design, from angles to geometrics to how things are going to look under certain circumstances. I think a lot of people, when they do this microwave designing today, they don't think about what it's going to look like in the real world. They just think about, is it going to look good for this moment of me to take a picture for TikTok? They only think about the social aesthetics, never the IRL, what it is. Like, social aesthetics have become more important than the quality of the fucking piece.
of spiritual symbolism. They didn't do any sort of design iteration, no prototyping. They didn't even test their materials. In reality, what everyone's just doing is just dragging a PNG file over a Gildan blank and calling it a brand. Finally, people are starting to catch on that this is all built off of lies and fake scarcity. People selling a dream that they have all of this money from their brand, but now the public perception is starting to see that a lot of it is just ego.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder. And you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps.
And it's all based around this false
Look, what did I say, bro? Show the orders, penthouse crib, the carpet shit, the custom carpet shit in the them little, I forgot them things. I forgot what they call it every time. But those little minion things standing up, they're like gnomes. It's the same. You can't peep, bro.
Of being some sort of entrepreneur or CEO or founder. The reality is it's a pyramid scheme. They find a supplier through Alibaba, they create a Shopify account, and then the owners start pumping out videos on TikTok to hype up their brand. You know those videos where like, after 2 years of work, it's finally here, or day one of starting my clothing brand. But often it's only 1 to 3 videos posted a week on their page expecting them to blow up. Zero product in hand and 0 views from actual real customers. And then after the initial hype, the momentum begins to slow down and these brand owners feel like they're losing money, so they begin to...
My bad, y'all. I had that clip since last night. I got another BZ right here, but I don't really like smoking until I get, my little work done for the day. That's a little tip for the smokers. You want to not feel like a lazy smoker. Get your work done for the day and then reward yourself with the smoking. Like, that's how I do it myself.
Start to pivot. They go from being an entrepreneur with dreams of having their own massively successful TikTok streetwear brand to being a grifter who is selling courses on how to start a streetwear brand. It's all of this lingo like, I'll teach you how to build a brand from scratch or how to make passive income from clothing. Then they try and sell courses to dumbasses who will actually buy it. It's all centered around the secret information and stuff that the industry doesn't want you to know. They'll market it by saying you're getting access to all of my manufacturers, but really
Cap, you get access to a website.
they're just charging people.
But bro, not lying. You pick a gothic font, get a thicker stitched hoodie, so that's thicker, like just a thicker hoodie, and then you put some sort of spiritualized symbolism on it. Like it does not fail for the post 2020 streetwear market. That's why I went through like really quick the different eras, and I went into my foundation of how I literally watched it go from the skinny jean, CDG Supreme Bait, the Tisa, Last Kings, Off-White, early Virgil work, like that era, to the skate streetwear infused era, where we get into the dunks, skate highs, a lot of the skateboard brands kind of infusing themselves into streetwear. It's just kind of a quick synopsis going through the timeline. And now we hear now where it's more of the, I call it like futuristic avant-garde, where you have many styles within one, but then also now we have many sub styles like work core or different things like that. It's a lot of different futuristic golf. You have a lot of different styles now,
Who have the same
which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it becomes commodified. It becomes a consumer's market to where you have people who are coming to the industry only looking to thrive, not looking to create a connective brand that tells a story and has a deeper value that connects with each and every person who's wearing it. We wear these clothes on our body, so it represents us in some way, shape, or form. If you wear something chill for the day, that could represent your mood. You chilling for the day. You don't feel like going all out. You in a calmer mood. You wear something bold, loud in colors. You wear something that has, eccentric pendants and accessories, and it's bold and it's bright and it's loud. That could be how you feeling for that day. You wear something that's edgy but formal, like you could go to a out to eat, but also go to a rave. There's so much you can do with clothing arts that represent yourself. That's why it means so much to me.
hopes and dreams as they did. These people are having to resort to starting courses because they have little to no brand revenue. Maybe they got lucky and had one drop that hit the TikTok algorithm and made some sales, but they have no serious fulfillment system, no real customers, and they try and make themselves look bigger than they are by saying they have an LLC. But the reality is these aren't founders of some 7-figure tech company. They're just hype-driven grifters. And the thing is,
A lot of times they sell aesthetic, like it's all aesthetic based. Like, just pay attention. What every time the way they sell their streetwear brand is the exact same formula, bro. It is creepy. Like, chill. Like,
brand was
God
never the
damn.
business in the first place.
So-
It was never based on
so-
creativity or the love for self-expression. The scam itself was the business. From the start, these people got into clothing brands for the money. The second their drop flops, they suddenly become a coach, and then they start selling dreams to people who are too naive to know any better. And it's just sad to see because there are so many brands out there who have genuinely good quality clothes and really just have a passion for clothes and want to see themselves succeed. But after endless scam after
Shout out to my homie. I probably at some point should go through his Instagram. When I tell you, this man has such a unique style. This is my brother. Shout out to my brother. His Instagram is like Valia X. I'm gonna put it somewhere, hopefully, if I don't forget, or show y'all at some point. I'm definitely gonna get into like my style evolution furthermore. I went through my musical style evolution. I want to go through different forms of my art and go through the evolution of my style in that way. But anyway, shout out to my brother, man. He is the one who made me love clothing arts. I met him in the summer of 4th grade. He showed me these Jordan 4 military blues that he got. I'll never forget this day. He told me to come over his house, went in the closet, because we just always kick it. Went in the closet. I saw the military blue Jordan 4 sitting in the middle of the floor. Some about the design of those shoes sparked my love for clothing arts, and it just skyrocketed from there. I was a sneakerhead. I was a super diehard sneakerhead at one point. I kind of fell off from that. Now I just like good designs, whether it's shoes, pants, bracelets. I just love a connected, dope, unique design. It's something about designing that is just, it touches me.
through scam. It's become a stereotype where streetwear brand owners are
That is
just
creepy.
grifters.
Get that
No
hoodie
one
out of my
trusts streetwear
fucking
brands anymore
face.
because they're
What
all
the
labeled
fuck
as
is
drop
that?
shippers, or in a
What
lot
the
of
fuck
cases
is
they don't
that?
even send out products in the first
What
place.
is
And the
hey
whole
man? Why
space
is the
has
hoodie
just
so
turned to slop
stretchy?
and oversaturation.
Bro,
There's so
we
many
don't
things.
need everything. Come on, we don't need a one size fits all hoodie, brother. Let me have my size. God damn, at that point, God, I can't have nothing.
Wrong
We
with this
can't have
industry.
shit.
Think about all the fake scarcity and urgency that these people use. They say it's limited edition. There's only 20 products made of these. Pre-orders are ending soon. Last chance. Once it's gone, it's gone. And yet there's no real inventory behind them.
I didn't want to pause, but since the ad came, nigga, you only got 20 because you don't got no real manufacturers. Let's call it for what it is. Y'all don't have manufacturers. This is what y'all do. Y'all take the hoodie off of y'all fucking body. No, not every time. No, actually, this ain't what they do. They go to Tap Stitch or Canva or one of these other Weebly Tees, designer tee hoodie websites. They Photoshop a print, find a font, scale it, move it to where they need to move it. Usually just mouse and cursor. No samples, like bro said in this video, no samples created. They just get it shipped out to you. That shit could be made from ass juice water and shit. Print falling off, boxy, ugly. They don't give a fuck. It looks good. You can't tell on camera on TikTok in my penthouse window crib. You can't tell.
That the item isn't actually produced until someone orders it. And a lot of times it's all lies. The goal behind this is scarcity marketing. They want to generate panic buying.
What I say? Another bag of orders I shipped. That's where my hoodie. You see, where my hoodie in the
Before
comments.
people have even
taking
seen
a
the
pic.
fit or
Saying on
quality.
your hoodie,
It's
man.
all a
His
psychological
ass is on
marketing
your
trick.
hoodie.
It can work sometimes,
More
but
unshipped
eventually
orders.
people will catch on. And luckily, a
More
lot of
unshipped
people are
orders.
finally beginning to realize how greedy and manipulative this is. For example, one of my friends, Daniel, who has his own streetwear brand, has been exposing these people online. He's grown a large following on TikTok and Instagram over the last few months, bringing attention to the people who are actually scamming. I think the reason why he started all this is because he has a legitimate brand called Elusive Studios, and he got tired of all of the people in his space just constantly taking advantage of other people who don't know any better. He has genuinely brought so much awareness to the subject to the average person, and I have a ton of respect for that. He calls out genuinely brought so much awareness to the subject to
shit in
the
weed
average
bags.
person, and I have a ton of
Fuck is this? Oh my shit. Get my shit, man. What the fuck you doing with my shit, bro? Why my shit shipped like this?
respect for that. He calls out
Throw
brands
it in the
big
bag.
and small,
Kicked it.
talks about how
Take
months
it.
after people order, they still haven't gotten their product, how there are so many brands with fake promises, or people showing high quality products from their pre-orders, but whenever someone actually orders it, they'll get something really low quality from Gildan in the mail. And now that so many people are finally starting to catch on, a lot of brands are actually losing money. I mean, think about it. With how oversaturated this market is, you have to find some sort of way to stand out. If you just throw a generic streetwear brand and no one knows your name, or you're not an influencer of some kind, it's going to be really tough to be able to scale that brand and actually get people who are interested in your products. For all of the brand owners who wanted to take that risk and just start a brand, they're already going to be shooting themselves in the foot. Like I said, when someone tries to copy someone else, they're no longer original and they just blend into the crowd and the cycle continues. A few years ago, it didn't used to be this oversaturated, but now we have to call it for what it is, which is a pyramid scheme. And the way that some people
this is another penthouse window crib. What I say? What did I say? They're selling y'all niggas aesthetics. You want to be a boss? You want to have hella orders you need to send out, so they banging your comments down? You wonder why every comment is turned off, and niggas, every time you in the comments, you see, where my hoodie, where my shirt, yo, my hoodie, yo, my shirt. I ain't seen one customer review where a nigga had the shit in hand. He had the clothes he bought. And it never looks like how you sell, how the aesthetic shows, like that Toy Pain shirt. That Toy Pain shirt is a dope concept in itself. But I guarantee you the execution is not as it's presented. When you wear it, the angles aren't going to be to where the cut actually goes past your shoulder. You probably put that shit on, and that sleeve is going to rise to where it looks like right now, if you look at the cut of that blue sleeve, it's about right there. You have the whole whatever this part of the body is, I'll be forgetting. And then it will fall under. You throw that shit on, it's probably going to go up. Like, you don't know because there's no samples being made. He's showing you it on a hanger on a wall. We don't know what the lighting is like. We don't know what like the quality of the graphic is. That graphic could be horrible in person. We don't know if it bleeds into the actual bleeds into the stitching. We don't know if it's double stitch. We don't know the actual strength of the shirt. What I can do in it. Could I go to work in this shirt? Like we just don't
call
know
it for what it is.
It looks like a dope concept, but when there's no samples made, when there's no actual culture around the pieces, around the art, you don't know.
Which is a pyramid scheme. And the way that some people are trying to stand out and differentiate themselves from their competitors is selling this idea of a luxury lifestyle. Many of the founders of these streetwear brands sell a narrative. They started with nothing.
What I just say?
They worked nights. They had no
another penthouse crib, another window crib
support. They were struggling, and then they rise.
I might be a hater, but who cares? I'm fucking. I'm hating. And I'm not hating because I'm hating. I don't like it, bro. It's just, why does art always have to become commodified and then the soul is completely taken out of it? It's not that the pieces are bad. Nothing that he showed other than a few of that shit is like, no, not it for me. But for the most part, it's all fire. But it's too easy to make fire now. There's no soul in fire. There's no heart in fire. There's no story behind fire. There's no creativity behind fire. There's no foundation behind fire. It's just fire. Okay, cool. There's a lot of fire out here. Is a woman worth marrying just because she looks good? Is a man worth marrying and being the leader of your household and being the person that your son wants to become and look under and idolize and attribute to what a man should be just because they look good? Like, fuck who you are, morally, characterly, integrally, spiritually, fuck all that. You look good, it's fine, so you are the one who leads. That's, come on now, we would be a doomed society, but that's where we going to. That's where art is heading to. Even on the music side, we have microwave music now. Yeah, these songs bop good, but once it's out the microwave, that shit, it ain't. You hear me?
To the top. In a way, this is smart because it draws sympathy, and then you have that shared struggle aspect that a lot of people can relate to. It's all about
more
buying into the idea that you're something bigger. They got rented sports cars.
This is why nobody can make a customer review. Your shit is getting taken pictures in. They're using your shit for aesthetic. My bad, I'm ranting, but I gotta rant because, like, this is art, bro. This shit means the world to me. This is a form of expression that is eternal, that will be here before and after. It's primordial. Art is primordial. So we gotta set boundaries as the people, bro. Everything cannot become commodified and soulless. It cannot just always become about making a bag. You can make a bag so many ways, bro. It doesn't have to be to make something devoid of its soul and foundational value that makes us connect to it. Point blank, period. That's what's happening with streetwear.
There's luxury apartments, designer clothes, and they're showing off the financial freedom that they have due to all the people buying into their dream. They're acting like they're underdogs, but somehow also flexing on the people who made them popular. Most of them is just flexing all of the orders that they've had on their Shopify store, but there's really no substance behind it. It's like everyone wants to be rich and have
What did I just say, nigga? What did I just say?
This luxury lifestyle, but I feel like it's almost backwards and contradictory whenever you're showing off all of this wealth that you've generated from people who bought your stuff. It's like the lifestyle is sold more than the actual products. Because in reality, if the product was the centerpiece, quality and transparency would matter. But the priority is making content that looks expensive. This is what gives legitimacy and engagement on the TikTok algorithm. All it is selling fake success with fake stories and fake cars. Most of the time, their lifestyle is not real and neither is their brand. The thing about this is that real brands show up on resale or secondhand market.
More spiritual symbolism. Like, this is just a hoodie with some angel pictures on it. Like, he didn't even add no bedazzle. He didn't say, I'm going to deviate from the template. At least he wearing it. I could give him that. I ain't gonna fully. At least he wearing it. At least that's. I mean, I don't wear my hoodies like that, but I don't lay down on the grass with my hoodies like that either. But I could gauge something. Maybe that's how it'll look when if I fall or something. I don't know. Oh my God! What did I just do?
That LLC next to your business name. Say
Yo,
hello
did I
to
tell me I just
Taylor
clicked another
Brands.
video?
Just go to
Because
Okay.
if a brand has actual value, people will hold onto it like collectibles. Quality and exclusivity can actually sustain value in the long run. Think about all of the big brands who have resale value. Brands like Off-White and Supreme can resell because there is a demand, there's story, there's scarcity, and then there's just a craftsmanship aspect. When someone knows that they're buying a product from Supreme, they're going to get something that's decent quality. Most TikTok streetwear brand
Because of the quality, because of the IRL culture that we seen be created from these art pieces, these clothing pieces. We watched the real life effects of Supreme. We had these clothes real life in our hand. We really got to feel what it feel like when you go into the public and you're around your peers and that's what you rocking. It was a symbol of a lot of things, a symbol of status, a symbol of creativity, a symbol of individuality, a symbol of culture. Supreme represented so much. That's why that's why it created such a culture around itself that it did. And that's why it garnered that. These Instagram, TikTok, streetwear brands will never be able to do what it is their grandfather did, which is Supreme. All these are Supreme babies. All these are undercover babies. All these are number 9 babies. All of them. To the point where you can go back and watch the number 9 Scabs fashion walk show. The fashion walk show. I always call it a fashion walk show. The fashion show. The number 9 Scabs fashion show from I think 2007. You will see pieces that have literally just now come back into fruition. That's how ahead of the time. That's how ahead of their time number 9 was when it comes to streetwear designs. Number 9 to me is elite goat status streetwear. They were the inventors, in my opinion, in modern denim styles. In my opinion, number 9. If you don't know, now you know.
items never show up on the secondary market. You can search on Grailed or eBay and nothing will pop up. Because the harsh reality is, once the hype wears off, no one wants that shirt that
They're like
has
a
appealing
Paxson.
prints.
Like some shit you'll get from Paxson. It looks like you see, like this is how crazy execution could be. This is how we can make this hoodie better. First off, take away that fucking picture, my nigga. Get rid of that picture. I hate box prints. I hate box prints. Anyway, take away that fucking picture. And what you do is take that dead romance in the middle and you run it along the outline of the hoodie seams. Just dead romance, dead romance, dead romance, dead romance, dead romance. And you leave that sleeve print. That hoodie is an 8.5 out of 10 just from doing that. Move the picture, take that dead romance in the middle, run it along the hoodie streams, and leave that arm design the exact way it is. That it remind me of like some Avant Matrix style, like some shit that I would see in like the early Matrix movies.
And poor fit. It is all just merch and there's no real collector value. Also, most of these brands don't ever update their quality.
I said this the last time I watched this video. This is one of my favorite pieces shown, honestly. Like, it's crazy enough. Like, this is literally one of my favorite pieces shown. Like, but it literally goes with the template. Look at the tag, Gothic font. Look at the picture, spiritual symbolism. Like, it does not fucking fail. Like, it don't. It just doesn't.
Of clothing. There's no 2.0 better quality version. They don't update sizing or fit, and they don't take the feedback from their customers of attainable success. Over time, their brand starts to slowly kind of fall off. Rather than reiterating, trying something new, they
Try
continuously
hard. Like,
drop
he
the
look
same
like
thing
he trying
over and
so
over until they
hard with
lose
the
all of their
just
capital. And
look
then they
cool
start
in this
moving
hoodie.
on
I
to
gotta look cool in this hoodie. Look cool
same
for
thing
TikTok
over.
and the hoodie mannerisms. Bouncing
Rather
to
than
no music.
reiterating, trying something new,
Awkwardness.
they continuously drop the same thing over and over until they lose all of their capital. And then they
Bro,
start
I get
moving
it.
on
The
to
hoodie is
selling
cool. You don't
courses
gotta do
on
that.
how they did it. You'll see the videos like learn how to start your streetwear brand, how I made 85K in a month with no experience, brand mentorships, etc. Now these might sound appealing
We
to
out of
someone
here,
aspiring
bro. that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the video. How y'all feel about the direction in which streetwear and clothing arts is heading? You know, what is y'all experience for those who are into clothing arts? What is y'all experience with it? Are you, what modern brands do y'all want to put me onto? Put me onto some modern brands. Put me onto some fashion shows. We can watch them together. We can go through it, all that. I actually used to do fashion show reviews on this channel. The videos are still private. Like, I could literally show y'all the fashion show reviews that I've done from CDG to Low, many different brands. Anyway, we heading out of here. Y'all take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. We got a lot of dope content on the way. We're building this thing brick by brick, piece by piece as a community. I want to say thank y'all for each and every engagement, like, comment, subscribe, anything that y'all are willing to give, because energy and time is something that money cannot buy. So it means the world to me. I want to say thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my, I want to say thank y'all from the whoop-de wop wop of the scammity boop boop. We out of here.